Today is Halloween and we are drawing some scary images. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I have a couple of images. I just uploaded another one, so if you are part of our Patreon group, you will have seen that. I'm just seeing why we are not live on my computer, but it'll come up. Here we go. It's just a little delayed, it is. Just a little. A whole month of nocturnal images. I'm not tired of them. I'm really not tired of them. I added this image of a wolf. It actually ties into the street across the way from us, but it's not really nocturnal, so I would have to make it nocturnal if I was going to. And then there's a jack-o'-lantern, which is always fun to draw. And this one was added by C. C, did you carve this one? Hi Julie, hi Janan, hi Amy. And then we have, sometimes I just need to refresh my page so that it's a little bit clearer. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's better. This one, I think also by C, that's really sweet. I like that one. And oh, that's really nice. That's Israel. And then we have, this is the house across from me, and it is from a couple of years ago. I was going to take some this year, but I kind of like this one. I think I'm going to do the jack-o'-lantern that C added and just have a nice relaxed morning, hopefully. May not be very relaxing, but this is the image that I'm going to do. C says, my little niece carved it by herself and her mum did the other one. Oh, I like it. Hi, C. Good morning. And good morning, Louise. And good morning, Louise. Two Louises, one in England and one in Spain. All right. Let's go. Do I have extras? Oh, look, I have extra. Huh. Not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of the book. I have some portraits in the back. And what else did I have in here? Oh, some mark making. Oh, and part of our lesson, upside down. And more lessons here. Yesterday we had a portrait session. That was fun. I just sprayed my portrait. There's a lot of stickiness on here. That was from yesterday's portrait session. Today we are working with acrylic inks and ink. I feel like it's very cold outside here today. I hope it doesn't snow because I'm not really ready for snow. Julie says, I was short by 2 prep pages. Oh no. Well, you've been doing weekends and I haven't, so that's probably why, Julie. Maybe I'll do some jack-o'-lanterns in different mediums. That would be fun. So maybe I'll try doing it in like Neocolors first and then gouache and see which one I like. And just have a fun morning doing that. What else? What is everybody else drawing? It's Halloween. It's the last day of Nocturnal Month. And then we are moving into Gouachevember. If you are going to join us with Gouachevember, I did post, oh, I haven't posted it to my page yet. I will do that today. I'll post this list for you for Gouachevember. You can also go to Gouachevember account on Instagram. They have created an Instagram account, Daria and Courtney, the two hosts of Gouachevember, and that is on there. Thank you for all. I haven't even had a chance. I was so busy getting images. I don't know, like it takes me forever to get images for my classes. Anyway, I have images now. They're all uploaded, but I haven't even had a chance to look through all the posts that we posted yesterday. Like that, I think it was a great idea to do those posts. I'm wondering how I can kind of save them in a way. I think what I can do is take the shared link from each of them, and then maybe I can make them into a, well, I'll make them into a post on Patreon and Substack so that people can link directly to those posts. I think that would be a good idea. Louise A says, what are you gouaching on for November? Oh, what am I gouaching on? You're right. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still, I'm really behind with my planning for November. I could do an altered book all through November. That would be kind of fun. To do an altered book all through November and combine gouache and collage. That may be cool. I don't know. I could even gouache some pages, like, and make collage out of gouached pages. Oh, the ideas are endless. Anybody having thoughts on what to do for gouache Vember, or what to do it on? Louise A from Spain had a really good question. What are you doing all your gouache images in? Are you making little postcards? Are you putting it all in a sketchbook? You're doing the same, Julie, so you're prepping pages like this and then doing your gouache images on there. I mean, it would make sense. I have probably, how many pages left in this sketchbook? Well, I don't have enough. No. I don't know. What is everybody doing? Let us know. Julie says she's doing the same, but the same as what you have been doing. I wonder if I should have put white on there. When you have that white background, you just get a nice glow. I think it's better to put the white underneath than oh, we'll see. Julie says doing the same as you. Oh, you're doing the same reference image. Okay, I see. I don't know. Louise, are you gonna join us for gouache Vember? Did everybody see my post? I have a meet with Beth. I'm also gonna link the it is a paid meet, so you either have to be a paid subscriber of my Substack, or a paid subscriber of Patreon, or a paid subscriber of Beth to do this workshop that we're doing together. So it's happening on, I want to say, the 16th of December. And it's far away, but I know that it's going to creep up really quickly. And I posted in Patreon yesterday. A lot of you have signed up already, which is fantastic. This way you'll get your notification. And we're going to be working on, I'm going to show you how to tackle complex scenes. So, you know, if you like drawing like market scenes or big gatherings, then I will show you how I go about it. A lot of you know actually how I go about it because you take my classes, but some people don't. So Patreons, sign up. I have put the link in Patreon, and anyone else that wants to do it, I will be putting it in Substack. And I've opened it up to all tiers of Patreon. So even if you choose the Buy Me a Coffee tier in Patreon, you'll still be able to access that. Julie says, I'll go back to unprep pages, I think. Make it easy for myself with Folktale Week. That's a good idea. And Louise says, I found the box of cheap gouache that I bought a year or 2 years ago and have never opened. Ooh, well, that's exciting. Julie says the 16th of December. I think I do know. Ha ha ha. Not that I always obey. No, you don't always obey, but that's okay, Julie. Don't always have to obey. So were you guys impressed that I got those posts done on my Instagram yesterday after talking about it here live? I was really impressed because I'm like, oh, I actually got this done, and I think it was a great idea. And if you haven't seen my most recent posts, go and comment. I haven't been able to comment, but I'm going to have a couple of hours in the car this afternoon after class, because I am going to visit my daughter quickly this evening with a friend, because she's going down there as well. So we are going to take a trip down. And so I'll have time to comment and have a look at everybody's suggestions, which I'm really excited about. Anyway, thanks for the encouragement and thank you for commenting, because it really is, I think, priceless to know of, you know, different podcasts, different people to follow. I think it's nice to have a browse through and see who everybody is following. I like this, like, on the edge glow. I want to try and capture that. It's like the pumpkin is on fire. I think I have to put this red on and then I'll put a darker tone over the top. I think that's what I have to do. And I do have other oranges that I can try too. Maybe it does need a little bit of white. Do you guys have traditions for Halloween? I'm just thinking, I'm not even going to be here to give out candy. My daughter's not going to be happy about that, because Piper goes crazy. So she'll be probably having to deal with her. Maybe she can just disappear into the basement and somebody else can give out candy. Okay, I'm gonna fill this whole area with red. Oh, and maybe orange up here. Let's take the paper off this pot. We can have one that I've taken the paper off. I need the side, you see. It's easier to lay it flat. Meryl says my Hemi has developed mold. Oh no! I wonder what you should do with that then. Is that because you haven't paid attention to it? I haven't even looked in my Hemi box. That would be kind of scary. I'm not going to look, not on camera, because that I think I'm sure it was scary, scary. Very, very scary. Anybody had their Hemi develop mold that you can suggest for Meryl to do something with? Alright, let's get a little bit of the lighter color white on here to capture the light at the top. And then I think we can definitely work into this color and make it a little bit darker. I think for some things the black background was great, but for other things not so great. Not sure if it was so great for this. I think paint would have been better. So if you're doing the virtual art retreat today, we are going to South Korea. My daughter went to South Korea a year and a little bit ago, and so I have some pictures from her, and yeah, I got a lot of pictures from the internet, but they're great, so that'll be fun. And then portrait class this afternoon is inks, acrylic inks and ink. Okay, this needs to be a lot darker, so I'm going light and then I'm going to be going in darker again. What a mess. It looks a real mess, mine, right now. Oh, this is good. This is a good color. Thank goodness that we can layer these colors, because I think that really helps. Oh, Janan says mine did too, just one color. Julie says take the mold out and then add an essential layer of thyme oil on a tissue paper in the box. Ah. I put press and seal wrap over mine and then the top, so most were fine. Good idea, Julie. It worked with my kids. Oh, you would cover them in like thyme paper so they wouldn't go moldy? Is that what you would do? You're full of good ideas, Julie. Did I say hi? Good morning, Janan? Okay. Trying to get a little bit more of this color up here. I know that there is also like a bright color on top. And this has to be much darker. So I think even this burgundy will work. Okay, light to dark. Make sure I get the dark area on the right side, which is the left side of the light. I want this to be much darker, I think. What do I have to make it much darker? I have a blue. Can I mix that? I could mix that in with it. Just along the edge here. Oh, I did. Okay. Julie says, yeah, if you put a tissue paper, the oil go in the air around the paint and that's enough to prevent mold. Ah, interesting. Louise says, I'm so tempted to try Himi again. When I started painting 3 years ago, I thought they weren't very good, but I think it was me that wasn't very good. And Meryl says, those are great ideas. Maybe I should use them all this November. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. Hi, Maria. How are you? Are you ready for Halloween? Maria is a big fan of Halloween. Oops. Not really a big fan of Halloween, but she definitely gets dressed up every year, which I think is fantastic. Oh, maybe I should get dressed up if I go down to see my daughter. No, I can't think about that. That's going to be too much to think about before I go down, but I'm sure everyone is going to be dressed in Halloween on campus. Dressed in Halloween attire, should I say. I am layering and layering and layering these what do you call it? Neocolors. Really trying to get something which resembles a glow, and I definitely need to work some of this darker tone on my image. Let's get a darker red. So I've got orange on here, I've got red on here, I've got blue over the top. You never know, it may be an hour of me scribbling with Neocolors. Huh. Maria says, yes, I have my costume on already. Oh yes, you're the fantastic Mrs. Fox, aren't you? Oh, I wish we could see it. Did you take a picture of you already with it on? I'm assuming you're getting ready for work as well. All right, let's get this layer here a little bit darker. I do like the glow right here though, but I want it to be a little bit darker. Oh, I like that bit as well. Like there's a crack in the pumpkin right here. And if I can get that, I may have to put a little bit of white underneath. Okay. It's slowly coming together. Getting that glow is not always easy. How are you guys doing with yours? Are you all doing jack-o'-lanterns? This can be much darker down here. Julie, my page is a disaster. My background wasn't dry enough and it lifts. What did you use for the background? Did you not use acrylic? Or maybe you used gouache. Did you use gouache? What did you use? Oh, because you had to do extras. Is that why? It's like this bright red right next to this area, which I really want to get. I don't know if I can get it or not. Can I put some white on it so that it glows a little bit more? Maybe. Maria says, I will later. There's a pre-K parade at school today. Oh, I love that. So I'll be handing out candy at the library. Oh. And Julie says, acrylic inks. Oh. And C says, I'm using gouache and it isn't drying. Well, I haven't even started with paint yet, so I may just keep with this and just do the one if it's, I mean, I think I'm getting the glow a little bit on this, which I'm happy about. And I do love the mixing. The mixing is actually, I don't think I've mixed Neocolors as much as this morning. So that's kind of new to me. I know you can mix them, but I guess I've never really done as much as this, as much mixing. I need to get these black areas away from the eyes because there is no black in the eyes. This is where the Neocolors start getting very warm because I'm working a lot of energy into them. Or rather, did I say, this is where the Neocolors get like soft and warm because I'm working a lot of energy into them. That's what I meant to say. supposed to go a little bit with the burgundy first and then put the blue on top. Maybe I don't even need to do the blue because this is the side that there's a little bit more light. Let's put some white on here because that'll lighten up the red, and then I can put some more orange on. I haven't even done the stalk yet. Oh, I do need to darken this area. Lighten but darken. Lighten the tooth here. And then darken. It's like a play to make sure you try and get the glow. And then lighten in here. And then darken. Oh, my hands are going to be sore today. These new colours, I don't think they were very good for achy hands. Oh well, all for the love of art, right? Janan says, watching this jack-o'-lantern come alive is amazing. Thanks, Janan. It's definitely fun to try, and this is what I love about this month, is that there's a real exploration in imagery and colors that we don't usually use, and I really like that challenge because, hey, like maybe, you know, you need to do or paint a jack-o'-lantern one time, and then at least you've had this experience. I know not everybody wants to try different things, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge. I think we've really challenged each other throughout these past 3 years just to do different things. And I got to come up with something for gouache. And thank you for adding photos, some of you. I'm still not sure what I want to do. I have this feeling that I want to do more of like a scene rather than just the object. But I really enjoyed doing the object 2 years ago and then doing the pattern. This is not grabbing, so I'm going to try my... oh my goodness, my hand. I'm going to be in so much pain. I just realized my hand was like cramping. Maybe I'll switch to my other hand. And I have to do some really good exercises for my hand after this. Anyway, I think it's been great, the challenge, to do different things, different subjects. I know that some people are like, well, why aren't you doing like what you love? Like, why aren't you working on, you know? But I feel like you have to try different things also just to work your, not just to work your brain, but to also work your skill. It would be like a dancer just dancing ballet and never trying jazz, tap. Like, I think it's good to be all-rounded. Not that you have to always do different, like do the same thing, but or do a whole bunch of different things. But I think for an exercise, I think it's definitely beneficial to do many different things. He's such a nice little jack-o'-lantern, isn't he? Okay, so the glow has gone. I'm going to see if I can scrape it away to add it again, because I feel like if I can scrape it back to the paper, I can start again by putting on that bright, which I need right in this area, and I also need it right here. So I think the build-up of the Neocolor is not helping me. So let's get that bit away, and then over here too. I don't want to scrape the paper, I just want to scrape the Neocolor off. Oh, okay. Did you hear my belly? That was my belly. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with white to get that glow back, because I lost it. So look, it comes alive again. It's a little bit like oil paints, you know, sometimes you just have to backtrack and regain the surface, like get the surface back, and then you can add to that. Okay. Let's get a little bit more yellow here, or orange. Just don't like the black, or the black showing through, that's all. I just don't like that. Is it glowing? Julie says, you sure have challenged me, exclamation mark, but there's a heart in there, so that's good. The layering is good. Simple idea seems so easy and effective. Yeah, I think I think it's a great idea. You know what, it's a simple subject, but it's just trying to get that glow, I think, is my goal. I want also these edges here, so I'm not sure if I should take the orange, maybe just the orange is enough. And bring that down here. I don't really like that blue in this. I'm going to add the red or the burgundy. And then I need some more orange on the side here. And then I need to clean up this side of the jack-o'-lantern. Need little bits on the side of it. And I haven't even done the top here, which needs to be almost like a dark green, but really it's just the light that you see on the top of it. So maybe I can get away with just doing the light on the top here with this little bit on the side. the top. Yeah, see, this takes a long time. Even just something small like this takes a long time. I'm going to capture the darks and the lights, the shadows and the highlights. And there's other sources of light coming from this side. I put a little bit of light underneath here, maybe just a tiny little bit. Okay. I think the light doesn't have to be white, it's probably better that it's more yellow orange up here. When I squint my eyes, I can see it's much darker underneath here, so I need to darken this side of the jack-o'-lantern. So I can definitely use my blue for that, just to go over and darken. And then here too. I mean, I probably just could have left it light, but I didn't want to leave it just light. That would have been odd. You know what? This color over here, it has like a greeny feel to it. I'm just going to see if this works over here. Okay. And I'm going to take the paper off of this one because it's not mixing. I need to mix the blue in. I feel like if I could make that white glow a little bit more yellow, I think it would be better. But I don't want to risk taking away the white. Maybe I can just... I have a very bright yellow here. Can I make this even darker down here? Oh, that's blue. That's not good. I don't really want to put black on there. I mean, I kind of like how it is right now. What if I put some purple on? No. Let's have a look. That seems a little bit too extreme up here. You could play around with this all day, you know? Need a dark brown for the little topper up here. How's everybody's pumpkins going? Are you guys giving out candy? Or are you going trick-or-treating today? Happy Halloween if you are doing any celebrations. Make this a little bit darker. My watch wants me to stand. It needs to be much darker. It's funny, the play with nocturnal light, like the light at night, you really do think sometimes that you haven't, or that it needs to be lighter than it is. It's very bizarre. I really like this shadow up here that it's casting as well, so I kind of need to do that quickly. It's not a huge shadow, but it is definitely casting a shadow. There. Does it need to be a little bluer? Maybe a tad bluer. I could have definitely, I should have put white in here for the glow, I think. That's what I should have done. Ooh, it almost looks real. I think definitely need to put a little bit of dark, a little darker down here. Just, oh, is this the right one? I'm using the blue. I could have used the black. Just a little bit more. They don't need that glow at the bottom. I can't even straighten my hand now. Oof. Do, do, do. Amy says not so easy, but C goes, yeah, it might be easier to carve it. And Deborah, hi Deborah, what a wonderful way to start my Halloween day. Watching you have a scary jack-o'-lantern come to life has been magical. Thank you once again for sharing your skills. You are very welcome, Deborah. Julie says, I will have to redo once it's dry, but yours turned out great. Thank you. Can't wait to see all of yours. Louise says, maybe just lighten up the lighter bits of the background. Oh yeah, I could do, but I kind of like it dark, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I think it should have been a little bit more, but that is true. I could lighten this area and this area. I don't want to touch it, but thank you for the suggestion. That would probably be a really good idea. Julie says, I have to go. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks, Shar. You're welcome. And Louise says, extreme is good for a jack-o'-lantern. Yes, and Janan is hosting a dinner party for my kids. Chili, s'mores, and homemade hot chocolate. Lovely. That sounds wonderful. I have a very cramped hand, so I'm going to go and take my pup for a, maybe this has to be a little bit darker here. I'm just looking at it. Sometimes you have to just step back and look a little bit what you did. I'm gonna take her for a nice walk in the rain and cold. It is freezing here. I think it's supposed to be minus, is it supposed to be -5 today or something like that? Like something silly, of course, on Halloween with all the kids walking around freezing in their costumes. Or they have to cover them up with a jacket because it's so cold, which is unfortunate. But yeah, have a happy and safe Halloween, everybody. And I can't wait to see all of your jack-o'-lanterns. I'm going to be fiddling and fiddling and fiddling because, you know, that's what happens. I don't really like the red that's down here. I wish that was a bit more glowy. Might add a little bit more of a glow on the edges. Yeah. A little bit more of a glow would be good. Oops, wrong red. Just along the edges. And in here a little bit. All right, everybody. Have a really good day. I will see some of you. Oh, C says it's heavy mist here. It's perfect. Heavy, heavy mist here. And Louise says no Halloweening for me. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing much Halloweening. I'll have to get my father-in-law to sit on the porch and shell candy to all the little ones. He likes doing that. Louise says, I love the Joel need to find a book or something to gouache with, perhaps. Yeah, I think even using an altered book, like maybe a book that you want to just do some gouache over. Gouache goes on everything. Like, it's really good for different papers, so that would work. Yeah, I got to think of that today. I will be doing that later on. Thank you, everybody. Have a really good day, and see some of you at 10 and some of you at 1. Bye.